So I think I've been sort of missing out on this whole blogging, video blogging thing. And I'm like, why don't I'm going to tap in here and just do something. Because I realized today I had the perfect analogy for what it is to be in a career of an actor. And basically it's like you go out and someone gives you the best blow you've ever had. I mean, like, your f***ing eyes roll up in the top of your head.
Hello, Psycho Rick. It's Mileena. I hear you're a fan. Excellent taste. So before we meet come November, and I devour your flesh, the least I can do is tell everyone to subscribe to your little YouTube channel. Tasty.
Hey Jericho, it's Kari, Wahlgren. Thank you so much for sending the cameo request. I might be a little tiny bit belated, but happy 26th birthday. I think you had said Kitana was one of your favorites. So I can only say that as the ruler of Adenia, I promise I will uphold what is right and good. And probably kick some butt too.
My name is Steve Blum. I've been a voice monkey for almost 30 years, playing characters like Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, just a humble bounty hunter, man. Wolverine from Wolverine and the X-Men. Green Goblin from Spectacular Spider-Man.
Killman from Digimon. Capret
I've also voiced over 400 video games, including Tank Dempsey from Call of Duty. You got dead flesh on my new boots! Ooh-ah! And Grunt from Mass Effect.
Straight to the face, Shepard.
In fact, I somehow ended up in the Guinness Book of World Records for most prolific voice actor in video games.
Working on getting you stronger weapons. Can't help with Gwen, though. Good luck.
That's best. That's the real one. That's it.
I'm Mara Junot, and I started doing voiceover full-time at the end of August of '08, so a little over 10 years now. You just got stabbed a little.
Hey, how you doing? It's Kari Uridine. Hey, how you doing? My name is Matt Yang King. Thank you so much for this request. What an unusual cameo. Most people just want happy birthdays and like that. I am so glad that you were touched by my performance of
Havik with that voice? Yeah.
Embrace chaos by choice or by force.
Hold on, can I?
You spit in my face. The Chaos Realm will reign supreme. You will accept chaos by choice or by force. Liu Kang, what a pleasant surprise.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Man.
Order will not I don't know. Yeah, that's enough.
Wow. Okay, it is you. Just checking.
Yeah. Oh, voice acting by far.
Yeah, how so?
Because there are things that I can do with voice acting that I could never do in real life. Yeah. Right? Like the amount of martial arts skills that you have in real life can only go so far. But when you're doing a voice character, you can do anything. Right? They have you, ripping people open and decapitating and, all that kind of fun stuff. My character, Li Mei, is going to be coming to back to Mortal Kombat, I should say. I don't know how many years it's been since this character had been in play.
I am Megan Fox, and I'm voicing Nitara. She comes from this weird realm. She is a type of vampire creature. She's evil, but she's also good. She's trying to save her people. But I really like her. She's a vampire, which obviously resonates for whatever reason.
This is Daisuke Tsuji. I'm an actor who plays Jin Sakai in Ghost of Tsushima. Hey, you want to meet me in the metaverse for virtual meet and greet, personalized videos, or autographs? Well, now you can. Check the link in the description below. I think I'm a big fan of PlayStation now because they kind of just already do. They just give us what we want.
Hi, I'm Tang, voice of Gojo, and Viz has asked me to create a expert picture of Gojo using these expert utensils. He's got his little eyewear fashion thing. Somehow he sees out of it despite it being a blindfold, but you know, that's anime. We don't question it.
Hey, I'm Sunil Malhotra, and I'm an actor, and I play Harbor in Valorant. I've been an actor for coming up on 24 years, like on TV, in the movies, in commercials, and absolutely video games.
I don't fight for myself. I fight for my team. We won't win every fight, but when your moment comes, take it.
Hi there. My name is Vincent Rodriguez III, and you caught me on the set of CW's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I'm currently playing Josh Chan. I'm also a very proud alumni of the Pacific Conservatory of Performing Arts, class of 2003. But before that, I spent the last 12 years in New York City working as a professional actor and doing regional theater, first national tours, some TV, and traveling internationally for acting jobs. Most recently, I was in Here Lies Love at the Public in New York City, and also had the honor of being in the original cast and recording of Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I actually was in the 15-minute presentation that became Family Guy 2 weeks. Then I watched the show, and then they had this black character that was one of Peter's friends. I'm like, where the hell that come from? And how come I didn't even get to audition? Because when we recorded that very first thing, there were no other black people in the room but me.
And now a taste of things to come. You know, if it's revenge you want, have at it. If it's restitution, there's nothing left. I can say it this way, or perhaps this way, or, or maybe I can add something that just adds a touch of, flair.
I was never a big player of Mortal Kombat, but because Mortal Kombat is what it is, and I was into video games, of course I knew, all about it. And but strangely enough, one of the strongest sort of ties for me in my youth for Mortal Kombat was when the movie came out in the mid '90s. I had even before I had seen the movie, I was using the soundtrack to wake up in the morning. Oh, so I love the scenes with Jean because there's a tenderness to her and him and their affection for each other, and they're sweet and they speak the same language, and they both have come from these other places and they've come to this league. And this is going back a while.
My name is Andrew Morgado, and I play Koichi Adachi in Yakuza Like a Dragon. Not quite getting what you think you deserve character traits for this guy.
I'm Vic Chao, the voice of Chu in Seis Manos.
There are a lot of martial artists that get portrayed on cartoons and anime. One of the wonderful things about this was just reading the scripts gives you a lot of information about Chu and his character.
I think that when you work on a Lynn Nottage play, you just get an adventure. I think her curiosity about life allows you to work, and if there are any themes that are coming up again, you get to explore them in very different ways.
And it was not justified. Just because we, some of us parents wore different clothes or we had different foods, you couldn't walk down the street without having somebody yell an obscenity at you.
Wow.
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 So my earliest memory as a kid was that racism.
Wow.
So, when you have, and that'll affect your sense of identity as well.
Of course.
So anyway,
Hey, I am Ike Amati, and I play Conrad. I actually really love Conrad as a character. I think that he has not only excellent motivation, but who doesn't love being a jerk? Conrad himself is a vigil who has decided to...
This is mocap.
This is voiceover!
Face cap. Full performance capture.
Yeah, it feels like this show is like the show that'll never die, you know what I mean? In a good way. I was just saying to someone earlier that I feel like I get recognized more from that show now than I did when we were shooting, which is really interesting. So yeah, for me personally, just the aspect that we got to work on this for so many of us on that show, it was one of our first jobs or our first opportunity to work in front of a camera, and it's just such a wonderful experience. I don't know that anything will ever come close to that, you know?